Hi, folks. Hey, one of the points of our readings for today is how do we handle the resources that God has given us? Boy, when you think about resources, look, here we are at the CTK Food Bank, where we try to portion out the resources that God has given us so that people can have what they need. For instance, look here. We give them some of this, they can have one of these, but no, we don't let them take the whole tray because that would be taking everything. We try to portion out those resources. Reminds me of our readings for today. Because if you look in that first reading from Amos, they were not portioning out the resources. They were mishandling the resources that God has given them because their focus was on money instead of people. And that's why they were accused of tipping the scales. In our second reading from 1 Timothy, how do we use the resource of our life that God has given us? The first thing that's mentioned there in Timothy is that, first of all, he urges people to pray. Petitions, prayers, intercession, and thanksgiving be made for all people, and then goes into some responsibilities of men and women. And in our third reading from Luke, folks, when you read that story, the story is not praising the servant who was cheating his master, in effect. The focus wasn't on the money. The focus instead is on the relationships that he could develop. And so using the resource of our life to develop relationships and friendships with other people so that as the hands and feet of Jesus, we can demonstrate God's love to them and God can use them. God can bring them to faith, strengthen their faith, and we can use that resource of our life to do all that we can to share God's love with them.